Hey guys, it's Barry and DR, and we're back with another family here. So I'm going to introduce our friends to you, the Sean and Kelly gang.
Well, first, this is Micah. Micah will be 12 soon. This is Jonah.
Hello.
Jonah will be 9 soon also. We've lived, Cabrera is by far one of the best towns that we've lived in. It was a pretty hard struggle there for a while to adapt to some of the other towns we've been in, but we're pretty happy to be here now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
One of the most frequently asked questions we get in our DRescapes from our websites is, well, this sound, like this looks good, but what can I do when I'm there? How am I going to meet people? How can I help? How can I be part of something? And I'm going to pass it back over because you guys are doing some fantastic work with your mission, and you're doing some wonderful charitable work. And I know you're always looking for people. And please tell it in your own words, guys, because we want people to hear it.
Well, one of the things we do is we work with a lot of organizations. One of the organizations we work with is called Family Flock. They're out of, what's the name of the town? Hagerstown, there you go. Hagerstown, Maryland, and it's a friend of ours. We've become a friend of ours. He's a veterinarian, and he's got a heart for the ministry of helping the children with protein. Since eggs are full of protein, and one of the best things you can do is give kids eggs. He began this project, and so they raised money there, and of course, basically we're just his hands and feet here, and we've got probably 13 cages with 10 chickens each, and we give them, or they, we work with them, but we give them the chickens, we supply the feed for a year. Once they're up and laying eggs, hopefully they'll have 10 to 11 eggs a day, and they can use them, eat them, sell them, regrow new baby chicks, whatever. And so the program's great. So
we should try to teach a little bit of sustainability.
Sure.
Also, so.
That's what's wonderful about this country is the amount of natural food that's available and people growing their own food. And tell us what else you do.
Another thing we do here, as I mentioned before, or maybe after, is Christ-Centered Champions is the organization we work with in sports. And it's not just limited to soccer or this sport that I'm fixing to tell you about. It's called futsal. It's basically indoor soccer, and we've got we started the project sometime after December, January, and we had over 100 kids show up, and we started working with them ages 7 to 20, and it's a program. We do it indoor for the most part, some outdoor soccer, and 5-a-side football, futsal, what they call it. We're always looking for volunteers that can come here to help in any of the projects. One thing I'd really like to kind of get a cheap plug on is that if we have people come in, we would like them to teach clinics and things and help these kids in soccer. And of course, if they can speak Spanish, that's definitely a bonus, but it's not a have to. And the website for everything is our organization. It's 316 Missions. It's 316.org is the website. And
you don't have to know anything about soccer to be able to come help us either. That's the great thing about it is you're just love on kids, So
can I give you guys another add-on plug? These guys are here to pick you up. They know that you're not familiar with the country. These guys are very familiar with the country, all parts of it too. They also arrange where they can stay. Please explain.
we have a mission house that is above our house, so you'll be close to us the whole time you're here.
With a really nice view.
With a really nice view.
and this place, guys, is not too shabby. So you're living with the.
We've been blessed. We've been truly blessed with a great, great house and a great mission house too. So we'll take good care of you And we just had a whole family here this past week, husband and wife and 2 kids. They came down and they did puppet shows. So we took them out to all the schools. We ministered to probably 1,000 kids.
How many locations? 10 or 13? 10 different locations, from schools to churches to just wherever. And the puppets, that kids absolutely fell head over heels in love with it. And Jamie, the Lynch family, that's Jamie and Bruce Lynch, the Lynch family, that was a mission that they wanted to do, something that was on their heart, and so we made it happen. So it doesn't necessarily have to be chickens or sports or, you know, or
it
puppets.
It can be vacation Bible school. It can be anything.
So if you have a heart, you can help, is what you're trying to say.
Absolutely. And we take, last year we did Christmas bags, and we went out into the community, out into the countryside, and we handed out over 300, I think 300 Christmas gifts last year. And so we plan on doing that again this year. So there, help is endless.
We've got another project that we did where we was doing chicken coops up in the mountain over in, what's the name, Zapote. And so when we were up there, the lady who we were working with, these guys that were there from the church, they were like, you know, she needs a bathroom. So they're coming back, and we're going to be building a bathroom on the back of her house and painting her house and doing some things like that. So construction's definitely always a skill that can be, you know,
plumbing, electrical, repairing things.
There's needs everywhere.
Yeah, if you have a heart, you can help. There's always room for you in Cabrera, and it's like I've always said, Cabrera's like Mayberry with internet. You know?
Exactly. But don't come unless you want to be like addicted and have to want to come or want to have to come back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think there were so many volunteers here this past summer, and so many of them cannot wait to come back. I mean, they're emailing, they're going, hey, we want to come back, and that says a lot.
It really does.
Anywhere we've ever been, anywhere we've ever lived before, somebody might come once and go, okay, that was an experience.
An experience,
yeah. And that's it. But the family that were just here, the kids can't wait to come back. And they were 15 and 14, 14 and 11. 10. 14,
14 and 11, 10.
So they loved it.
Great.
Absolutely loved it.
Is there any last minute things you want to say to anybody before we say goodbye to them?
There's one thing I'd like to say, and that's how friendly and lovable the Dominican people are. I have come home before, and there'd be a huge rack of bananas.
Yeah.
On my front gate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who did this? You know, and come to find out it'd be a neighbor, and they just had a bounty, and they're just like, here, we want to bless these guys.
Isn't that beautiful?
And they don't do it for any other reason, just to be lovable, just to be, that's who they are. I mean, we've had meals brought to us, we've had a pineapple dropped off, just things, and that says a lot.
You've been to our house a couple of times, and you know all the little houses that we get along. Like Leanne spends every other day with the ladies there talking. And one of the ladies' names, she's in her middle 70s, Isolina. And she makes me a 1-gallon tub of homemade rice pudding every couple of weeks with canela, fresh ground cinnamon in it with raisins, and it's to die for. It really is. And just add a little milk in there, and and I know we're giving them banana breads and this and that. And
but it's so good. It's a community.
It's not perfect, but it's not that far off, really.
My last gift, though,
oh no,
was that cute little puppy you've seen running around, or Mike Holden earlier. Yeah. So, and that was by some people who are not going to come. Some people who we just fell in love with in Altamira when we lived there. So
awesome.
That was a blessing.
Something that was on my mind finishing up was the kids. The fact that they're in this school, Anthony Fiona's school, is called Esperanza Project. And they bring a lot of volunteers into the city and do good work. And the kids here, they fell in love with them, their teachers, and all the ones that come and help. And Anthony goes beyond the call when it comes to teaching. It absolutely
loves what he does.
Loves what he does, and therefore, for me, it was a no-brainer. You guys like the school, right?
Yeah, we've interviewed several families over the past 8 days now, going to various schools. You know, we've done a full interview with Felicita and all the directors and all the volunteers.
Well, we actually work at that school.
Yes, yeah. Everybody's. You know, people don't even know most of what DRescapes even gains from people coming here goes back into the town. That's why we got the new speed bumps going in across town, and everybody's helping everybody.
The school that we work at, the kids there are great, and what we're doing there right now is working with sports, of course, because they know that so we do the PE with them once a week, and we do what's the other? Would you call it?
We're doing like a sustainability or recycling. We're trying to clean up the Dominican Republic.
Eco art. They had that also with the house with the bottles
and
so
right now we're doing the project we're doing right now is recycling.
Right.
And we're trying to get people thinking about cleaning up the trash and.
As parents, would you say the lifestyle here for your children and what they're learning is far more healthier than the lifestyle back in the Western nations? As parents who care, obviously.
Absolutely.
You'd support it 100% with that statement?
I mean, our children, we are spending more time with our children than we ever did in the States.
And more time outdoors.
More time outdoors. We're more active with our children. We aren't eating McDonald's and we're not eating any fast food and things like that. So, I mean, we're eating great fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So,
guys, couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you all. Thanks for being our friends, and thanks for taking the time out to talk to us all on DRescapes. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate you having us on, Barry.
It's a pleasure.
Before we finish, I want to tell you one of my mom's my mom's best plus worst present. Okay, it was called sancocho. She was stirring it up, and guess what happened? A chicken foot popped right out
of the sancocho.
She took a picture of it, and there was a funny picture that.
And what did Mommy do with it?
She gave it to the dogs.
And what did Mommy do with the soup?
She ate every bit of it.
It is delicious. Sancocho is a national dish here. It can be made seafood, chicken, beef with a bunch of vegetables in a very, very wonderful broth. And I love them chicken feet, though. We barbecue them we had dozens of those on Sunday. They're delicious. They're like chicken wings.
There was nothing on those.
Oh, they're just like eating the tips of the chicken wings. They're delicious. Anyway, well, I love them anyway. But next party, you guys are coming, though, right? I know you were helping somebody roof. And again, guys, it's been a pleasure, and thanks so much for your time. We all appreciate it. You might be helping some good people here.
Thanks. Bye.
Adios.
Ah!